Hello and welcome to another segment of DSU Inside Perspective. I'm Carlos Holmes, and this is the show in which we talk with faculty, administrators, students, alumni, or even guests about some of the things that are going on in the world or the great things that are going on at Delaware State University. Today we have Stephen Ampersand. He is the Assistant Vice President of Financial Aid Services here at Delaware State University. Mr. Ampersand, thank you so much for joining us today.
Glad to be back. Thank you.
Brought you on the show today because I want our audience to know, which is largely students in our campus here, what they should be doing if they're coming back to school next year in connection with financial aid.
Excellent. Well, thank you for having me, first and foremost. This is the 26th of February, and so each year we need our students to file their FAFSA by March 15th to meet our priority deadline.
The FAFSA is the Free Application for Financial Student Aid form, right?
Correct, or otherwise known as the Free Application for Federal Student Aid. And effectively, yes, that is the initial application that you would file to initiate not only your federal student aid, but also any other state or other institutional aid that may be based upon that EFC driven by that application.
Is there a deadline for that?
Yes, again, March 15th is priority. You can file the FAFSA each year up through June 30th, but by then all the gift aid has been awarded. So if you file by March 15th, you're going to have access to a lot of other aid sources in addition to your federal eligibility.
What are some of the other things that they should be concerned? You got returning students who might be interested in scholarships or...
Absolutely. So we have a wonderful effort conducted by our foundation. They have several hundred scholarships that students may qualify, particularly returning students. And we have a returning student application that they can file, also due by March 15th. And if they do that, they can qualify perhaps for some additional aid.
Now, there's a problem here, though. We have a lot of students. Everybody gets a DESU email account, right?
Correct, yes.
But some students prefer to use their Gmail or their Yahoo account or their Comcast account, and they pay attention to that, but they don't pay attention to their DSU email account.
Yeah.
Is this at their peril?
It is absolutely at their peril because FERPA regulations, which is the Family Education Act, requires us to communicate to an email source that we know is secure, which is why we institute student email accounts. So we can't send sensitive information to a Gmail or other public email account. Now, as far as a solution, how do we rectify that? All students have the ability to forward their DSU email to any email of their choosing. And by virtue of the fact that they would be forwarding it, they're authorizing that information to go there.
Right.
So IT can help with that. Help desk is certainly there to support. But I would encourage anybody that's using another email address to have your DSU email forwarded to the one you're most comfortable with so that you can log in there at your leisure without missing the important Delaware State University information you need.
Okay. We have a lot of students that are blessed with the Inspire Scholarship, but that's only for 3 years.
That's right.
So those are some of the students that should be checking out what their scholarship possibilities or other financial aid opportunities are for that 4th year. Correct?
Absolutely. Well, certainly I encourage every student to do so, but absolutely the Inspire students because it is, in fact, a 3-year award. There is legislation in conversation now to make it a 4th year, but it has not been passed or ratified. So right now, you're looking at coming up with about $3,600 to $3,700 worth of aid that's gone as of your last year of school. So one of the things I encourage people to do is to look at the Thurgood Marshall Fund because they do have scholarship opportunity that would fund anywhere from $500 to $3,200 for a senior in their last semester that has a deficit with the university. So that's a stopgap that we can use for some students, but our hope is that we can get the Inspire Scholarship to carry us through the 4th year.
The Inspire Scholarship is a state created scholarship fund. And because of that, and our legislators are now considering extending that to a 4th year, we have state legislators here that students, if they think this issue is important enough, they can call their legislators.
Absolutely.
From whatever, the Delaware students here that would benefit. This is only for Delaware students. You can call your legislator from whatever state district you're in and let them know this is important. So students, exercise your responsibility to help out your fellow students in your university and call your legislators. and talk to them about the importance of this legislation to extend this to the 4th year.
Absolutely.
Isn't that something they should be doing? They should be taking
100%. Absolutely. I mean, what do you have to lose? Worst case scenario, it stays the same. But best case scenario, you get that 4th year funded. And now, potentially, you can fund your way all the way through your bachelor's degree at minimal to no cost to you out of pocket.
You know, this is an extension of this whole idea of that students have to take responsibility
Yes.
for their affairs. Where financial aid is concerned, they've got to take responsibility, you know, with respect to their business.
Absolutely
you
right.
know?
Absolutely right. I couldn't have said it better. I think, you know, one of the things that we come to college university for is to develop as young adults and to make ourselves marketable in the marketplace. And so part of that is taking ownership. Part of that is taking initiative. And I believe, you know, financial aid is a good opportunity. At the end of the day, most businesses are looking at a bottom line. And so our students have to look at their bottom line and say, okay, well, what is it that I need to do to make sure that I'm in the black and not the red when all the dust clears? Getting your deadlines done on time maximizes your eligibility and puts you in a strong position. Not doing that does just the opposite. It puts you in a weak position.
Okay. We've got a few seconds left. You are from where?
I'm originally from Montclair, New Jersey.
Okay.
And I relocated from there to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Did a lot of my undergraduate study there. And then I spent a brief stint in Pittsburgh where I met my wife. And then we have since moved back to the east side of the state and are now here in Delaware and have been for the last decade.
Okay. Well, we're glad to have you here at Delaware State University. And thank you for giving us some clarity on what students need to do about their financial aid business. Okay?
My great pleasure.
Okay.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us for another segment of DSU Inside Perspective. Everyone have a good day.